like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He was tackled.
That one good for 33 and a first. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jamal Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Cody Harkey lining up for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
The 50-yard line.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Trubisky now off the bootleg. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To number 11.
Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and the Raiders pick it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 43. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Brings up 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. His kick is right through.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now he'll tuck it and run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
19 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And his pass, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now an option play on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
From the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
On the coverage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trubisky to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete to John.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereo.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Raiders 28. Chiefs.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Midfield to the 49.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
First down, Raiders.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 35. Chiefs 25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Trubisky.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He finds Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders.
Is good.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Good.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
at the
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws...
Now Trubisky lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Hardman on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back
on 2nd and 12. Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
They go play action with Trubisky. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Airing it out deep for Smith. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 2nd down.
24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.